Yo, 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 what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? It's your boy Kupz the Universe, and we are back. And we're gonna do a quick review about this John Wick 4 movie now. The John Wick series, one of the better series, right? In this movie, I'm not even gonna lie, like, it was good, but on a more like professional looking level. John Wick was like, when I started the movie, it was like 5 minutes of regular stuff in the very beginning. And then it was an onslaught for like an hour, 2 hours, and like 30 minutes of just people getting killed and saying shit to each other and mad people getting killed. And, right? Um, it was so many people being killed in this movie, John Wick 4, that the moves became repetitive, right? Like certain moves he just had to keep doing over and over. And I'm not mad because that's the technique you would use for that situation, and I would assume those are situations may arise more than once, but it was just repetitive. The Ninja Clan though, the Asian consul that he knew, like them dudes and his daughter, the guy's daughter, the father's daughter, was official. Like when they was doing it though, it was looking crazy. I was like, yo, the movie was pretty good, but it has its little flaws. Um, Besides that, it was so many people in this movie that he was fighting against at one period in time that there was a lot of times that, like, the technique and while the way things was going, he would have died. Like it was so many people just shooting, and he's just doing his. I'm not saying he couldn't take a few people and space it out and evade. This was like armies upon armies being sent at him, right? I mean, the French people was the guys that came and set it off, right? John Wick went and clapped the Islamic brother, right? He clapped him, chasing the niggas through the desert and shit. He was tight. With figures missing and shit. At least they kept that too. They kept that consistency. You know what I'm saying? Come to find out, John Wick got relatives in Berlin and German and Russian and joined the Russians. Like it was crazy, but like he was supposed to die a long time ago in this movie. I'm just gonna keep it real, right? The Asian dude with the glasses, the blonde assassin, the blonde assassin was official. He had this thing with these doorbell sensors, and he was nice. He was nice. I'm not gonna front. He was nice. That was the dude. Like I kind of was like really rocking with dude. They forced him. Had his daughter. You see how most men do things for their daughters, bro? Like niggas kidnap their daughters and make them go. Go to war with their friends, all kinds of dumb shit. And John Wick didn't know, but that was the case. I like how they finessed it at the end, but the French consulate was the nigga. Nah, some French, man. There's always some French. You know what I'm saying? Jet Li, I thought Jet Li beat up the French, man, and kissed the dragon, man. And they said, kiss my ass. You know what I'm saying? But no offense. But back to the so French dude comes to New York consulate. Yo, this is when it happened after John Wick clapped the Arab dude. It was like, yo, y'all, none of y'all, you nothing no more. Clap the black dude. Why is it whenever somebody dies in a movie, they die in real life, like right before the movie come out? Like that's whack. Like I hope nobody's systematically constructing that. But the black dude from The Wire, the guy, he get clapped by the you know what I mean? And they left the other guy, Winston, alive. John Wick gets to the Japanese, they come to Japan. You know what I'm saying? Mad dudes coming in there, they talking about ninjas, they stand off though. And then, the father of that consulate, the person that ran that consulate, which was the father of the daughter, which was also fighting with John Wick. You know what I'm saying? Was basically like, yo, fought the dude with the blonde assassin dude, which was official. This guy was nice, son. He was nice. He was nice. And I was impressed with him and his character. You know what I'm saying? And boom, so they go to it, and he let him live. He was like, "Yo, son, take care of your daughter, man. Like, you know, we could tell you lost." And then he walked away. You know, the Japanese, you know, the honor and the pride. I would have been like, "Fuck it," you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know, he goes and you know, blind guy kills him, and then he tells the daughter like, "Yo, no, don't do it. Live." Says, you know, I'll be waiting. Like some Afro samurai kill you. And you know something? That's what it goes to show you that the generational curse of beef with the gangs, how gangs and go back and forth with the dead homies and keep going crazy. It didn't really start with them. Like you see that. Well, I'm not gonna say with them. Could have been with our people forever. But the Asians was back in samurai days and stuff. You kill my massa. You know what I'm saying? And they would go on whole journeys of revenge with two ninja swords, and they would never forget. So it's not just black people, respectfully. So yeah, so then that happened. You know what I mean? And then it was bad. John Wick had to dip, fight through a whole another like this man was like better than Leonidas because Leonidas need 300 people to fight. You know what I mean? 1,000,000 people. John Wick was just basically him, a few people, but he was basically killing everybody, right? So he's on his killing spree. I'm telling you, he was killing through this whole movie. It was pretty good because you lose track of time, but I don't, you know, after a while, like I said, it became repetitive. And yeah, so he like, you know what I mean? Now he hears about the challenge. Like, yo, you got a crest, and you know, you got a family that's in that, and you didn't even know. So because you have a family, like he had a member of the family that was at the high table, he didn't even know. And basically he went to Berlin and then, like, you know what I'm saying, got his shit stamped, came back, you know what I'm saying, because them like I said, that that French consulate was like the high table. It was the high table basically. I don't know why the high table was French, but it was. And you know, so yeah, then it was like, oh, he want to challenge you because, like I said, Winston told him that. And so then it was like, oh, so now he was in his rights after he got his, you know what I mean? He went and killed some big Russian dude for the Russians, and they was like, all right, you in, bow. He was in, he was good, he was back in, he went in there, he said, I'm gonna challenge you, boom, boom. And he was getting ready to challenge the guy. The guy threw the switcheroo, like, yo, I want a representative. Boom, threw the blind assassin in there. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this movie was trying to say something. Now, could be just my opinion. Don't take this seriously, but it might make you think. Was this movie trying to express like the levels of crime? Like, okay, it was street crime in the first one, and then he went through them, and then it elevated to somebody that was trying to get to the table, somebody that was newly at the table, and he had to kill a girl to get to the, you know what I mean, because he had a marker. Then he's at the table now, so now he puts the hit on him. Then he goes to the consulate, kills him in the consulate. Then it becomes a thing where it's like everybody is coming after him, and he had to go to, like, you know, see the man in the desert, and you thought that he was the man, so now he's in the seas over there, right? Now, after that, he, you know what I'm saying, whatever, you know what I mean? Now he goes back out there, kills them, goes and, you see what I'm saying, deals with, like, everybody was, you know what I'm saying? Even the adjudicator had, like, the Japanese on her side when she came. So it's kind of crazy they were showing, like, where it's the levels of the crime underworld is at, and it was like, yo, then it's French. French was running the show and shit. Russians. Only people that wasn't there was the Mexicans. But I had an idea. I was like, you know what? Because this movie based around just like hired gunners, there's no drugs involved. So you want to see the cartels and the Mexicans. You know what I'm saying? So basically, you know what I'm saying? This nigga, the French dude was mad soft too, by the way. Another soft, you know what I'm saying, soft villain. It's soft, bro. He wasn't even built for combat at all. He just thought he was smarter than everybody and everything, because he talked like a Frenchman, right? So, you know, Asian man John Wick and them going down. A whole lot of shit went through this movie happened. They was all coming after him. It was another guy with the dog. That's another thing. The black guy with the dog was kind of corny. It was like like Holly Berry, but the male version with the dog. And he was like, nuts. And the dog would go bite somebody nuts. And that shit was corny as hell. All right? That part of the John Wick part was corny. But he was an official tracker. You know what I'm saying? He was tracking them and shit, but yo, that was corny. You know what I'm saying? It was just like Halle Berry in 3, but he was a black guy with a dog. The dog even looked like the same dog from the other movie, like they recycled the dog and shit. It was, man. Now, unless that was her brother or somebody, then maybe I missed it, right? So yeah, so then after that, you know, the Asian and him, basically, long story short, get into this duel because, like I said, the French man was throwing everything at him because he had to be there at sunrise. So his whole army was coming at John Wick trying to stop him from getting there at sunrise. He get there at sunrise anyway. So now he's fighting with it was a duel. 2 guns, old pistols, 20 yards, 30 yards, whatever. Boom, shoot, reload, 10 yards, you know what I mean? 20 yards, boom, shoot, 10 yards back, whatever. 2 times niggas get hit, you know what I mean? John Wick get hit twice, one in the arm and somewhere else. The Asian dude get hit in the side and the arm. Then, like, this is what they was plotting. So the nigga get hit, shot him, bow. You think he killed John Wick. John Wick never fired his gun, he fall. The Asian dude is like, he look at the French dude like, yo, so my daughter's safe? He's like, yeah, your daughter's safe, get out of here. He was like, because the French dude thought John Wick was done. So he was like, yo, I want to call a switcheroo now. Like, he did call the switcheroo. He's like, I want to be in now, and I want to be the one to finish John Wick. But he was a sucker because he wasn't the one in the duel to begin with. But anyway, as soon as he grabs the gun, the nigga Winston like, hey, you stupid. John Wick didn't even fire his gun. John Wick look up, aim at him real quick, put one right between his head. Bow, boom, this nigga. French dude down. Bow, done. Done. Terms of the agreement was for John Wick to get out of the life, the high table, to release all, you know, power over him and all that information, and also give back the consulate in New York back to Winston because they basically fired everybody and blew it up. You see what I'm saying? And so that was the movie John Wick. It was cool, but it wasn't even all that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was very repetitive after that much fighting, right? And it was just, you know what I'm saying? John Wick basically got out. And then I think he died. I'm not sure if he faked his death or if he died, but I guess he was buried next to his wife. I don't know, maybe he died during that, right? But anyway, here's my point. Was this all worth it? John Wick's wife died. He had got out of this life. 2 things. Is being in that type of life worth it? Because it seems like everybody that gets into that life always wants to get out and could never get out, right? Then 2, was it all worth it for John Wick to say, yo, they killed my dog, and they took my car, my wife died, and go on this killing spree from the first movie all the way to the 4th movie just to be free without his car, without his dog. You know what I'm saying? Without mad people died, right? Mad ties broken, right? Was it really worth it? I don't think it was. I think the whole John Wick movie, the fact that he was a killer in the whole movie before that and even had the title Boogeyman, that when his wife passed away, like, he got out that life, and then, like, the karma of that was like, yo, we're going to take your car, and we're going to take your dog. God did that, but it looked like, so it was like, yo, if you let it go, then God will release you. But he was like, no, I'm going to take vengeance, and killed everybody. It was crazy shit I've ever seen. But John Wick was cool, I ain't going to lie. It's enjoyable if you just want to see gunplay in action. You know what I'm saying? Very enjoyable. Them ninjas did their thing, bro. Like, shit is fire. It's a good movie. But like I said, very repetitive. John Wick would have died numerous times. Way too many people coming at him. And what I just said, it wasn't even worth it. He could have just left the dog in the car, got a new car, got a new dog, and still been in peace. See what I'm saying? Instead of killing all these people and shit, losing his finger and shit, just to be at peace at the end of the die with his wife. So yeah, that's my take on John Wick, man. Seriously. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, it's your boy Kupz the Universe, aka Poet Lounge, aka PD Mossberg. And that's it, man. Have a great one. Hope everybody be safe and be loved and be blessed. Stay blessed and stay well, all right? One love. Peace.